there's a monstrous lift. There's a monstrous lift. I mean, look, let's assume you've got 5 controls, just 5, okay? And now those controls have changed. So what do you have to do? You have to reassess every single control, all 5. Oh my gosh, 5 controls. And in reality, there's a hell of a lot more than 5.
Goodness.
But for just 5 controls, and I'm just picking this at random, you have to reassess every single thing you've done. You have to reassess whether your process works within the scope of the control. You have to reassess the scope of the control. You have to reassess whether the artifacts that you're creating have adequacy and sufficiency to meet the needs of the auditor that's going to come by at some point, whether it's this year, next year, 3 years from now, whatever. You have to assess whether what you're doing is right and proper, and whether what you're producing is right and proper, and handling it to the spirit and letter of the controls. Now that's for 5 controls. That's just your passwords, for example, okay? Now do it for everything you do. And it's hard. It's hard. So it's really tough to understand that not just the wording changes, but the work changes so significantly that when we have this kind of revision, they almost always, by the way, the last aspect of what changes or how does it change is that they say, okay, we've got the final version, the final draft, the final everything, it's all done. We're going to put it in place on, let's say, January 1st. It doesn't go into force for typically a year or 2 later, because they need to give you time to actually make the changes, to do the assessment, to do all the pieces that you need to do to actually get up to par. And it's really, really difficult. This is not an easy thing. This is something that is, it's equivalent in effort to your original assessment and your original audit, your original, getting certified. And if you have to do that, this is a significant investment in time, effort, potentially not just in your GRC group or your compliance group. It's potentially a significant effort in your infrastructure group, your coding group, your identity and access management group. You get the idea. Okay. So when changes like this are made, there is a significant impact. Now, like I said, they roll this over a year or 2. Okay. This time I think it's a year. So that impact is slowed in that you can run it over time. It's almost like a mortgage. You're amortizing that effort over time. But it's not small. It's not small. Does that make sense?